Okay, hold on. I'm gonna make this work, so that way every tournament after this, it will be in place. But for some reason, it's so small I can't click it. So I have to make my preview window larger. There we go. Okay, that's really big. Let's shrink this down a little bit. So, there we go. Okay. So there's that. And then we had, what's the other one? Jacks? Bam! Come here, you. Let's put you over here in the corner. On Kha'Zix and Jace. Oopsies. It's not aligned completely. Someone's gonna be OCD about that in the chat. Oopsie doopsie. Okay. And last one was Jace. So we're gonna put this in the corner over here. Whoop. Okay, is that readable, guy? Yeah, I know, Densbridge. I'm really sorry. I don't have time to align it, like, for the pixels right now. It drives me crazy also. But, is that readable? Can you guys see that clearly on the thing? If so, I'm going to call it good. And then, so let's see, which one is this one? Which one is this one? Okay, come here. Here's my title. Configure. Okay, so this is the fourth one that I have at the top. So this one will be, what's this one then? Nidalee. So this is the first one. What's this one here? I gotta make sure they're in order. Kha'Zix. So this one has to go down a spot. So this is Nidalee. This is Jax, Kha'Zix, and Jace. Okay, cool. And the rest of the stuff shows up normally. Alright. Thank you guys. You're all awesome. Whee! Okay. Alright. Let's close these. So that fits there. And this fits here. And ta-da! Okay, cool. So, welcome to the, it's round of 16, I believe, for this one. Pretty sure we had a 32 bracket this week. This is going to be Amputease versus a team I don't recognize, because I don't have the bracket open. So far, we have Janna, Ezreal, Fiddle, Renekton, Xin Zhao, and Jinx. Janna, a really good support character. Might be a little bit of an understatement. Great support character, lots of disruption, very fast, such windstorm. Over there, so we have Ezreal. Ezreal, Explosive Dishwasher. Thank you very much. No, I'm saying that is correct. Amputease versus Explosive Dishwasher. Explosive Dishwasher is a pretty awesome name, I think. We're seeing Ezreal and Fiddle. Ezreal's great because he's really safe ranged AD that can do tons of damage. Global map presence because of True Shot Barrage makes him awesome. And Fiddle is a character that's pretty slow. His crowd control is really solid. He does plenty of damage, but he's slow. He can get destroyed. He can get interrupted. Drain is highly interruptible because it lasts for so long. And then we see Xin Zhao and Jinx. Xin Zhao is a character that I've played a ton of recently, and Xin Zhao is really good at killing people. He has an airborne, he has armor reduction. That's pretty much all it comes down to. He just gets a whole bunch of buffs on himself, reduces your armor, airbornes you, you're dead. The easiest way to defeat Xin Zhao is make him burn his dash and then use your escape. Because if he dashes after you use your escape, you're dead. It all comes down to when he decides to use Audacious Charge or not. It determines usually if Xin Zhao will be able to win a fight or not. And when you decide to apply your CC in the fight, if you want to use your CC most effectively, you want to use it after the first 2 swings of his 3 Talon Strike to time out the buff. Xin Zhao is pretty cool. We see Jinx as well. Jinx, really, really good poke. Jinx is a long-range character, global map presence because of Super Mega Death Rocket, and she can get picked off and killed like many other AD champions because she does not have an escape mechanic built into her kit. So, if you can get behind her or get to her at all, you can usually end Jinx pretty well. Just treat her the same way you would treat a Misfortune, you know. You just have to get to her and you can take her out. But outside of that, global map presence, really long-range poke, makes a pretty solid champion. We have Renekton as well. Renekton, hey, DPS mistakes. What's up, man? Hey, this is Darkmaster's team. Whoa, cool. Thanks for playing, guys. Renekton brings a stun to a table, does a lot of damage. She's a pretty durable champion. Also has the downside of being a little bit slow. You gotta be careful of that. We are seeing Maokai and Sejuani as well. There's 3 of the best tanks in the game in here. We got Leo on one side, we got Maokai Sejuani on the other side. And it's pretty sure it's going to be Sej bot, because if I remember correctly, Noob V3 is their bot laner. So that's probably where we'll see that. And yeah, Jinx has got really good zoning because of Zap. I can't quite say it with the enthusiasm that Rheingold would say Zap with, but I can try. Hey, you're welcome, Kiddly. It's something I've been meaning to do for a while. It's just I had to actually take time to do it during the show, which made me a little bit unhappy. But now, in the future, I will have nice little editable fields for you guys to be able to plug those into. I also updated the titles for the in-game also. I'm really working on the stream quality right now. I'm determined to kick it up a little bit of a notch because I've been slacking for a while, and you guys deserve better than that. The only thing that I wish this overlay had that it currently doesn't is if it had a little box up in the upper right that actually showed the spectator delay remaining, so people actually had a visible thing they could see on the screen for that. That would be really neat. We're probably going to see Mal's bottom, at least that's what I would suspect. Sometimes we see something weird like Renekton bottom, but, you know. But Practice Yellow, this shows which team banned them, and the order in which they were banned, if I put them there. That's what Chobra used to do. So that's why they go in that slot. Because that was the ban order. So you want to put them in the middle, though? Like, in a perfect world, I'd have the little pictures. I could get the pictures. Whoa. Whoa. Actually, that'd make this scene take forever to load, but I could do that. I could literally make this scene, add every single champion icon. It would take forever to load this scene, though, when I click on it, though. It wouldn't even take that long to do. Like, I just sit down for a while, because I had to download all the images anyway, all the champ icons for when I made this picture. Where is it? See, I made this picture here. I have all of these images. I just would have to load them all individually into the scene, which would take a while, but it's something that could be done. I need to add Jinx. Do I have her in there? No, she wasn't out when this happened. Yeah, Fancy Wolf, you're a bannable item on here. So is Sauron and some other people. This is like my favorite picture I've ever made. Yeah, I mix and matched a lot of the art and stuff like that for it. Queen and Valor are also separate in that image, which is pretty cool to me. Ta-da! Shouldn't I update the summoner blockers to the new one? Yes, but I don't have the new one. These are the only set of summoner blockers that I have, so this is what I use. You know, we got a couple seconds remaining before we go in this game. I'm going to say Amputease is probably a little bit heavily favored to win this game. Amputease is one of my favorite teams to watch play, and I'm a big fan of those guys. And they have a pretty solid comp here with Mao, Janna up top. They don't really have any AP going for them. Now, Janna and Mao can both go a little bit more AP-oriented. They don't have to necessarily build pure tank. So I wouldn't be surprised if we did see a little bit of damage coming from each one of them. Whee! Come on. Load, please. Lid list computer. Ta-da! So this game, which I believe is the round of 16 game, this is going to be Amputease versus Explosive Dishwasher. Amputease's team consisting of Strogan McHawk playing as Janna, Science playing as Zinzao, Dual Power playing as Jinx, Metal Fenrir playing as Haunted Maokai. Very important to note that Haunted Maokai is one of the spooky champs that we will see during the Knocktober stream next week, Wednesday. There's going to be a stream specifically to celebrate Nocturne and the Noctex that work at Riot Games. There's a thread on the Dominion sub-forum on League of Legends' forums about it. You should check it out. It's going to be a 12-hour stream, 2 p.m. to 2 a.m., and hopefully we'll see some Haunted Maokai there. So we got Metal Fenrir playing as Haunted Maokai, New V3 playing as Sejuani. And over on the second team, which is going to be Explosive Dishwasher's team, we're going to have Shadowblade playing as Ezreal, Shooting Torque playing as Fiddlesticks, DPS Mistakes playing as Renekton, Darkmaster743 playing as Leona, and Full Metal Linkatch playing as Malzahar. I'm one half of your commentators. I am Gandare, and next to me is my inability to play LeBlanc. Say hello, inability to play LeBlanc. Your mic's muted. We'll worry about it later. So let me go ahead and edit the titles so we know who is playing in this game. Did I spell that right? Sure, why not? Okay. Yeah, Practice Yellow. I'm rotating out to different casters. My inability to play Vlad was a little bit too camera shy, and my inability to play LeBlanc has some mic problems here. So maybe we'll have someone in for the next game that can actually get behind the mic. We'll see. So we're just waiting for the game to load in now, and I'll be bringing it to you in just a moment. Let's go ahead and put the cursor, escape cursor. Let's see if that fits. Ta-da! Okay. Okay. So it looks like, yes, we are going to see new V3 Sejuani in the bottom lane. Amputease's E's cut off a bit. I can fix that. There we go. Should be fixed now. I'm seeing Fiddle open with a Fiendish Codex. That's something we don't see very often. We're seeing Leo open No Boots Glacial Shroud, something I don't think has ever occurred, to my knowledge. And we're seeing Mal's open with a No Boots Catalyst Protector, which if he's going bottom lane, that's okay. That's something that we see occasionally, because you don't necessarily need the boots right away in the bottom lane. I'm seeing Mao going Catalyst first, no boots. Also, that's another character that we occasionally see that happen on. And everything else looks kind of standard. It's boots, pro blades on a lot of people, but this Glacial Shroud first opening on Leo is interesting to me. Now just clicking through, checking on abilities on people. Looks like Mal's is going for Malefic Visions first, and looks like Mal's actually going to go top instead of bottom. So yeah, we are going to see Renekton bottom DPS Mistakes going up against New V3 Sejuani. Both teams heading up towards the upper portion of the map now. Got Strogan. Look at the bird. Look at the bird. Look at the little bird. Look at it. Look at it. It's like caca, caca. Caw-caw! I want a little bird like that. It's so friendly. Just to be the first one up, she's going to get a Howling Gale going right away. A little bit of delay there. Tags every single person, zoning a little bit with the sapling. And we're seeing Flame Chompers from Dual Power. Now, there's something really cool about Flame Chompers that we may see this game. I don't want to spoil it in case no one's seen it before, but if it comes up, I will hype it up appropriately. Shadowblade taking a lot of damage, being forced out of the fight right away. And he's got that barrier going. Arcane Shift is off cooldown now. He can't... No, it's still on cooldown, excuse me. For a little bit longer, and without that, he's going to get away at 15 health. Very, very narrowly escaping there. Having used that earlier on, didn't have it quite ready to escape. That cooldown is pretty brutal when you first get it. 19-second cooldown at first. Really needs to get some CDR going to get that down. Airborne on Leona. Leona pretty tanky, but no, that Twisted Advance to be able to get in and shut her down. Got Full Metal Linkatch retreating onto the drill. Point beginning channeled upon. Immediately get a little bit of capture in on that before Leo is able to get in and disrupt things. So Flame Chompers landing, a little bit of a snare going on Mal's. And a lot of poke coming from Jinx and Maokai so far this game. Sejuani has defeated Renekton in a fair fight. And Renekton does have his revive available, is going to use it here. Might not be able to get there in time, though, because Maokai intercepting with that Twisted Advance. Very good awareness. They know he has the revive. They set up right in front of the summoner platform to enable them to capture that tower. They're going to need to go to swing up to the top portion of the map, because it's 4v2 up there with all that time they dedicated down the bottom lane. Strogan can only delay so hard by himself. Feared, stunned, snared, all sorts of bad things. Science dashes in on Fiddle immediately, knowing that Fiddle's Sphere is down. They are able to get the neutral on the top point. Catching up, Metal Fenrir and Dual Power able to start contributing some damage in on this fight, and the Zap led a little bit incorrectly there, but inconsequential still there, able to pick up Mal's okay. Zinzao picking up the double kill. Science doing a pretty good job. Strogan with the shield and the Airborne on Shadowblade. There's the Zap slow and the Twisted Advance snare. Ezreal really didn't have any way to get out of that. And Amputease is just doing a marvelous job so far this game. DPS mistakes, lower part of the map. He has to get his tower back from the Sejuani. Sejuani is a really durable character. Renekton, also a really durable character. However, Sejuani, with the Defender's Advantage, is going to make it really difficult for Renekton to get the KB, because he can't really dive that. Looks like Leona's going to go for the dive. There's an offensive garrison on the tower, really limiting the amount of damage, and that Solar Flare not connecting, unfortunately. New V3 is going to get kicked off the point, though. And Mao looks like he's on his way down. Is he going to try to do something about this? Metal Fenrir is Mao? Nope. He doesn't want any of that. He just wants to set him around in that area of the map. Spot for people, things like that. Couldn't really contest that. Twisted Advance and Airborne on the Shooting Torque. Taking a little bit of damage. Maelstrom is popped now. Metal Fenrir is still sitting on just the Catalyst for the moment. And he's banked up 1,500, it looks like, that he hasn't really had an opportunity to spend yet because of how active his team has been on the map. Airborne does not connect from the Howling Gale. Twisted Advance on the Dark Master. Immediate dash for Shadowblade, but Shadowblade had his Arcane Shift. Could have used that to kite Science. Typically, you want to save your Audacious Charge for after an Ezreal Arcane shifts so you can kill him while he doesn't have his escape up. But Ezreal Arcane shifted out and then set up a True Shot barrage, which enabled Xin to have enough time to catch up with him to apply that Airborne and that damage. Crowstorm on the tower, not terribly effective. There's a suppress on Dual Power and Metal Fenrir. Oh dear, Metal Fenrir, I'm scared for you, man. Nope, you're going to be okay. That Sad Magic's going to heal him up and put him nice and out of Malefic Vision's kill range. Malzahar using that suppress enabled Maokai to circle back and get into the fight, with having a couple moments where he wasn't going to take damage from Xin Zhao, and that's why he was able to get out of that fight alive. Down the bottom lane, let's not look at bottom lane. So, Dark Master has a completely open route to the windmill. However, Dual Power does have the Death Rocket up. We may see that used to interrupt on this point, and that's exactly what's going to happen. Sup, Leona? I have a missile. You're not allowed. I'm just going to buy enough time for Strogan to get here, preventing that tower from going neutral, and buying enough time for his allies to arrive. Solar Flare goes down, lands on Science. Audacious Charge used afterward. So after Leona's Gap Closure has been used, you use Audacious Charge to catch up, and then you win now. That's pretty much how that works. No spoilers in chat, Dark Master. Drill being poked on by that Sapling. Twisted Advance in for Shadowblade. Howling Gale tags two people, but they're really looking for Ezreal. Science still looking for Ezreal. There's the Audacious Charge and the knockback. And oh, Janna! Strogan, you've saved science! Holy cow! That was so good! Run from the spooky puppy. Oh dear, intercepted by that Zenith Blade. Point is going to be neutral from dual power. Is going to pick that up. Sejuani still installed in the bottom lane. And they are unable to get Sejuani out of the bottom lane. Strogan retreating through is going to be defeated. Unfortunately, Noob V3 is going to have to retreat back to the tower. They still have not been able to unseat Noob V3 for very long from this point. Ezreal coming back. They're probably going to pick up the KB now and turn this point around. But they've lost the drill in the process. Hi, Trimantha. Welcome to the show. Now you're just in time to see Amputease doing an awesome job in this game so far. Shadowblade now in the bottom lane by himself. Can't really afford to leave because he's the only one down there defending, so he just kind of has to hang out. And we have dual power and Strogan heading down to the bottom point. They see Shadowblade. Strogan throws the Zephyr on Shadowblade. And look at this split. Dual power hanging around in the back. Strogan on the opposite side of the point. Ezreal can't reach all the way across unless he uses his True Shot Barrage. And then Science further cutting in there to keep him from getting any closer at all. That the way they layered their champions there was very, very good, because if Ezreal did want to shoot Xin Zhao and then Arcane Shift over, he could hit Janna, but he still couldn't quite hit Jinx unless he blew a True Shot Barrage for it, which would root him in place long enough for Xin to be able to kill him. Top part of the map, Metal Fenrir has a Vengeful Maelstrom. There's a Super Mega Death Rocket, contributes a little bit of damage in. Good suppress from Metal Linkatch, for full Metal Linkatch, but there really was no damage to follow that. Crowstorm, no one home for that Crowstorm. And it looks like Dual Power is going to be able to pick that up. No, Mao's going to pick that up, actually. And Dual Power with the Zed. No, the dog! The dog intercepted it, but it was okay. Dual Power got it anyway. And 5-cap situation for Amputease. They're doing a great job. Explosive Dishwasher really struggling in this game. Ezreal trying to find a way to get out of his base. Can't really do so, unfortunately. Contain is just too strong. Amputease is going to take the win here. That is an extremely strong showing from Amputease, guys. If you have to play Amputease in a tournament, remember this happened. They are a pretty good team. Go ahead and take a look at the post-game screen. You know what, whatever. There's nothing on my desktop. I'm not that worried about it. Okay. Damage dealt champion, Xin Zhao out in front. Not quite 10k, but I mean, it was a very short game. And Graveyard Hero. Not that bad. Fiddlesticks, oh dear. Jinx with 0. Maokai with 3. Come on, man. Get it together, Maokai. Press that revive key faster. You can have 2 deaths and still have 0 on your time spent dead if you do it right. So there you go. Also, if anyone plays Warhammer 40k, this is amusing to me. So we're going to go ahead and find you another game to put on the camera. So we'll be right back in just a couple of moments here with another game for you.